It's okay to be racist, as long as you hating on the Caucasians, teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it, because I'm not allowed to have pride in it, because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gonna trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy, and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Fight me. When I was younger, they taught me to never see color, to treat every man as if he was my brother. But now that we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for blood and we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover. Call me culture vulture because I rap good. I don't pop jams or smoke backwoods, but they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white, it's good and evil. Elite folks ain't normal people. United we stand and divided we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation and my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA, causing what we see today. I pray to God you staying strong. Don't want to see no man in pain. You white folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves, just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, cause our lives matter more. If you born black, you lose. Might as well go get that. You gon' die before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true. I ain't feel no white guilt. They'll ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white life don't matter, sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Cis, white, male, bigot, racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think black America needs allies in they army. Your neighborhood's all gated and claim you pro-black, but you faking. Guys are dying on the pavement. All your hashtags won't save them, that ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill, who might feel like they the ones who losing their life, when the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they position for division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race, religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, and make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American. Every color turns up bones one day when you bury them. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves. Just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, cause our lives matter more. They want us in a race war, dying in the streets. Should be us against them, but it's you against me. Ain't nobody gonna win. Everybody gonna see that the color of your skin don't change the color that you bleed. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, cause our lives matter more.
All righty. Pretty damn good song.
That's old Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun. You know, they don't give a damn.
No, they do not. That's how I like it.
I'm not a real big rap listener, but that stuff pops up. And, I mean, it was all true.
Yeah, I mean, he was dropping some facts. I mean, I'm not a big rap dude myself, but that's one of the few people I'll actually listen to.
Well, it's the only time I listen to the words, not the music.
Right. Gotcha.
Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Sax Man, Moose, T?
Just another day in paradise, brother.
Oh yeah, living the dream.
Oh yeah. So before we get started, y'all's show tonight is actually brought to you by Ranger Jay. He's the one that hooked us up with this information. Appreciate that, brother. He's gonna actually start getting back on here with us and hang out. So that ought to be interesting.
Be good to have him back in the fold.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody remembers, but he kind of holds his tongue. Just saying.
That spoon.
Well, somebody's probably got to hold it, and none of us will. So.
Oh God.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Okay, before we get into
Nobody's found it.
Tonight, I might have an update on the cocaine and the white powder.
Uh-oh.
All right, white powder update. Let's hear it.
Since I won't let it go, All right. Now, YouTube, before I start, this is a theory, which means it's not true. It's just, a thought. And now, what I'm fixing to say is a fact. This is a fact. Joe Biden's dog did bite another Secret Service guy, which the count's at 11 right now. All right. Now, with that being said, that is a fact. The dog has bitten 11 people. What I'm thinking is the cocaine was actually the dog's. And the dog is going through withdrawals right now. That's why he's biting the Secret Service agents. And so, boom, there it is. We finally figured out who the cocaine was for, what it was for, and all that. And that's the theory on that part. Now, like I said, the dog actually has bitten people.
So basically, we have a cocaine bear situation going on.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Like a meth alligator in Louisiana,
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, stranger shit's happened, I guess. But could it also be a theory that the dog's handler
Crack is whack, y'all.
could it be that the white substance with the dog was the dog's handler and the dog accidentally got it? And, just saying.
Could have been, but the dog has bitten 11 people now, or 11 Secret Service agents. That is confirmed. And so I think the dog is pissed at the Secret Service because the Secret Service is taking the cocaine out and going, "You're not getting this shit," and throwing it in the trash. And the dog's like, "Oh, hell no, I'm getting my cocaine."
So, cocaine bear situation. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Look,
That's
I
my
got
theory
another.
here.
I got another theory.
All right.
If I was Biden's dog, I'd be doing everything I could to get put down too. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, one thing you can think about from a dog's perspective now, he might be on the short list for other activities because if Hunter can't procure him some, what's the word I'm looking for? If he can't procure him some company, some folks to keep him company, that dog might kind of look like a sheep after a while.
I was going to say, the dog's probably getting tired of getting sniffed.
Well, the dog's probably tired of licking peanut butter anyway. So.
Wow.
Just saying.
Just damn.
What the fuck?
Come on, man.
So, I got something else to make y'all feel better before we get into this. So, all this money that's going over to Ukraine, right?
Yes, sir.
The government's due to shut down.
Yeah, they're not going to stop sending money.
They're not going to stop that. But here's the thing. That money's not going over there for military aid.
Nope.
What?
It's going over there. It's paying salaries for 45,000 people.
1,000, yeah.
Yeah, let that sink in for a minute.
Yeah.
So your government
It's supporting their government.
How
Yes.
many strikes do we have on this page?
Well, your government that is super okay. It doesn't matter which side you're on, but everybody's super okay. With not paying government employees. Do with that what you want to. I got my own opinions. I'm not going to say, but
I have a question,
so they'll calm down, Chief. they will they will stop payments on that, but they're gonna give Ukrainian government officials, first responders, stuff like that, the paychecks.
How about professors for gay gender studies?
Probably that as well.
Okay, just check.
How many strikes we got on this page? Because I don't know if you want me talking about this subject.
It doesn't matter. Everything said on here is by opinion only. YouTube opinion, speculation.
So stand down the brown shirts.
I mean, I knew that they weren't going to stop paying Ukraine, but I didn't know where the money. I thought we were funding the military over there
No,
and shit like that.
no.
This is lunacy. You're going to tell me that you're going to. I mean, it's just like Vanguard said, and like Sexsmith said here. You're going to shut down the government employees who, most government employees, they live just like the regular rest of us. They go to work because they got to go to work. They're not busy raping the American people of tax money so they can prop themselves up, make illegal investments and everything else like most politicians. And so it's going to directly impact them just like any other person. The federal government getting shut down is no different than a union going on strike. Really.
It's worse because that's the beginning of the trickle down effect. So if the government gets shut down, let's kind of put this in perspective here. So if that gets shut down, okay, you're going to lose your Social Security checks going out. All right. Medicaid, all of that stuff's going to get shut down. Federally funded jobs shut down completely. So a lot of people don't know this, but there's a lot of construction that happens in the U.S. that is under federal funding.
Mm-hmm.
That shuts all of that down, everything.
But we can send money to Ukraine because they're not going to get shut down.
But we can pay 45,000 people's salary that does not have any small amount of impact on our nation. We're just feeding a beast over there right now.
And the shitty part about it is there's nobody on TV, trying to backpedal and say, okay, I'm sorry, we're not going to do that. It's just out in the open. Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, here's the thing. They're putting out that Ukraine is gaining ground. They're gaining ground. They're fighting back. They're starting.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I call bullshit. You want me to tell you why? Because nobody's fucking paying Russia's salary. Huh? Think about it. You see somebody paying Russia's salary? No.
They may break through the first line of defense against Russia, but I got news for you. There's probably 2 or 3 more lines they've got to get through. So
it's just a matter of Russia committing this. All Russia's doing right now is it's a skirmish. If Russia wanted to go in there and quash them fuckers like a bug, they could. The problem is they fucking trashed the entire country doing it. And they don't want to do that because if they're going to retake the Ukraine and bring it back under the fold of the old Soviet Union, you want the resources. You want the infrastructure. You don't want to fucking flatline and crater it. What's the point in fucking taking it over? The few people who do survive fucking hate you. And you spend your whole time trying to rebuild the motherfucker and get shot at like they do in the Middle East now.
You know how much we've spent a day or send over to Ukraine a day since this little
More than I want to fucking know.
started? We said hey,
After the war or before?
$230 something million I read.
Oh, no, it's billions.
No.
Yeah, it's
a day.
billions of dollars.
Every day we sent, if you do the math from the first time we said we're sending you money and sent the first payment from start the clock then to right now, it comes out to like $230 million a day.
I can believe that. But yeah, we've got homeless veterans in this country. Help me to fucking understand that.
We're going to be paying fucking salaries over that. Oh, that's bullshit.
Again, I mean, it's if you ever want, an object lesson on how much your government loves you.
Okay, here we go.
There it is right there.
So they've sent 70 billion already. Okay. And the Biden administration right now has it on the floor at the House for another 20 billion. Okay. Now,
Cut that shit off.
Now here's the question. Now, how much has been sent to Hawaii to help them people that lost all their shit?
Huh. I think it was like saw
What, like $500 or some shit like that?
It's,
No, I'm
it's
talking about
700
total.
Each
I'm
person's
talking.
going to get $700.
Well, I'm talking total as a combined everything that came from FEMA.
Wasn't much.
I don't know what the total is, but
$5.6 million.
You're shitting me.
No, that's the that is the numbers. That is the numbers off of the federal responders to Hawaii FEMA page. So that's where I got that from.
I guarantee you, your government loses that amount each day. That you just can't account for it. Kind of like, military budgets and stuff like that.
Hey, look, hookers and blow cost a lot.
Yeah, they do. Especially if you're a 3-letter agency trying to sell it on the streets. But
you gotta watch out for LARPing. We gotta get a handle on that shit.
this is true. If somebody hit you with a foam sword too hard in the nuts, you're down for the count.
So I guess I'll kind of read a little bit of this description on what LARPing we're actually talking about, and it's actually what is a LARP first. Okay, that is live action role playing. That can consist of many things. When you got your Furbies out there running around, or whatever the fuck you want to call themselves, with their foxtails hanging out their ass crack, just weird shit, right?
What, a clown that was like pretending to do a little kid's birthday party in their front yard?
Yes.
There's no kids out there. Would that be LARPing, or would that just be some asshole acting like an idiot?
That'd be just fucking weird.
That'd be gay scene.
So that wouldn't be a LARPer?
Let's kind of put it more in the perspective of like Dungeons and Dragons, okay? So a lot of people LARP as kids. And look, LARPing is like playing cowboys and Indians or whatever the case may be, right? That's a technical term of it. So now what's been happening, and it's saying that there's actually a LARPing group or foundation that was started in the United States in 1977. This is where members of a group created a fantasy battle with harmless weapons such as foam swords and other organizations for international educational nonprofit devoted to researching and recreating the 17th century world, right? But now it has moved into what's called a violent extremism situation. So in the modern era, as extreme beliefs / anti-government or anti-law enforcement movements are at unrest and have become increasingly widespread. So technically, by what they're saying here, right? And just so you know, YouTube, this is coming off of a FBI.gov website. So basically, if anybody goes out with tactical gear on or whatever the case may be, a militia, right, could fall under this category as military LARPing, possibly, right?
Like airsoft?
No, this is actually talking about real weaponry.
Oh, yes.
Like if you got on like a real plate carrier, you're carrying a real gun. That's LARPing, is what they're saying, I think.
Right. So here's the definition. It says groups that are like-minded individuals and have organized into formalized self-styled militias or informal clubs. Meeting may entail of rhetoric and rehearsal of tactical operations and ultimate future apocalypse when citizens will overtake the government. So they're listing everybody as a LARPer now, right?
Yep. Paint a broad stroke with that paintbrush.
Yeah, I mean that's just wrapping everybody up in there. But you see that in there. It says militias, right? That just don't want to put up with the bullshit of the government anymore. They're not saying anything about all these fucktards riding around nude on a bicycle. You know, what I mean, or any of that shit.
Don't forget about the ones that can't figure out what plumbing they got, and they keep molesting the girls in the girls' restroom in the schools. Those are my favorite. Just saying.
No, you're right.
You know, here's the thing. Based on their idiocy, this is another way to paint militias and 2A people in a corner and categorize them and put them on fucking watch lists, because let's face it, our government's been weaponized against the American people. It's out in the open. They're not hiding it. They don't give a fuck. They figure they're big brother and there's not a fucking thing we can do. Okay? I don't know about any of you here, but if I'm in a position where I'm putting on my fucking tactical helmet, my comms, my fucking plate carrier, fatigues, whatever the fuck I'm got a desire to put on, I'm not doing it to LARP. There's a reason. Okay? I don't want to walk around in a fucking plate carrier for shits and giggles and look cool. It's fucking uncomfortable. All right? If I'm going to put that shit on, something's wrong. Okay?
It's out of a need, not a desire.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
not
gonna
a
be
fucking
honest with
fashion
y'all.
statement.
You see me in a plate carrier, I would highly recommend you put yours on because you probably need it. You know,
I'm not making a fucking fashion statement with it.
no.
You know, and
Yeah,
they're
let's
trying to
let's
paint
walk
the
around with
mindset.
70 pounds of fucking gear on. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to paint that we're a bunch of fucking morons and we're all, you know, got squirrels in the attic up here, and that's not the case. Most of your people who have this tactical gear have grown to not trust the government. Not everybody, I'm saying, but you've got groups that don't trust the government, and the reason they don't trust the government is because of shit like this. Okay? The continuous undermining of the foundations that this country was founded on by our own fucking government or politicians. So, because they choose to be in a position to take care of themselves, their family, their loved ones, neighbors, whatever, because if shit goes tits up, mushroom or pear-shaped, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, help ain't coming from these motherfuckers. The only thing they're going to be doing is rolling up your fucking house in an MRAP and telling you to hand over your shit. Okay? They're not going to be there to help you if something goes sideways. They're going to be there to help themselves. You've got to be self-sufficient. You've got to be able to help yourself. That's what we always preach. We're not fucking LARPing.
I've got to ask y'all a question. Serious question. All right, T, I'm going to go with you direct to the first question, then I'm going to go to Vanguard, then Saxman. T, do you trust people that lie to you?
Fuck no.
Vanguard, do you trust people that lie to you?
Hell no.
Saxman, do you trust people that lie to you?
Nope.
Okay, when was the last time our government told us the truth? Wake the fuck up, people.
That'd be never.
Yeah, everything they tell you is shaded one way or another. There might be some truth in the statement, but it's going to take a team from MIT to decipher where the truth is.
Let me give you an example. Okay. Everybody knows, and this is a big story. Everybody knows about this. If you don't know about it, you're living under a fucking rock. Everybody knows about Kennedy's assassination.
Who?
Did y'all? John F. Kennedy. Everybody knows about his assassination, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of the guy.
Who was the guy that done it, T? Supposedly? Oswald, right?
Yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Now, did y'all see that this, and it got took down so quick. So I seen a thing where there was an agent that was actually part of the walk crew for his motorcade. And there was a bullet found by this gentleman, and he put this out. He wrote a book. He put it out.
It was I think like exhibit by the Warren Commission, was it like 399 or something like that?
No, this one here never made it into evidence.
Ooh.
So he found it laying in the floorboard, and it was a different caliber. So his original intentions was to keep it. I mean, he was thinking on his feet. His original intention was to keep it and sell it at a later date. Okay. But when they got to the hospital from escorting the medics and everything there, he laid it on the gurney.
Yeah, that's the exhibit, the clean bullet.
Okay. Oh, the miracle bullet. That's right.
Yeah.
So he laid that there, and they never documented anything about it. Not actually documented it.
Yeah, that's Warren Commission evidence number like 399 or something like that.
Yeah, and I forget. I know it was a different caliber, right?
I don't know. I haven't looked that closely into it. I just know when they said it was a clean bullet, that was all I didn't go any further into it. I was like, if it's a clean bullet that supposedly entered Kennedy and went into and then exited, it would have blood on it.
Right.
It wouldn't be sitting there at his feet in the floorboard,
So this guy's whole story and what he was getting at, he wasn't saying that somebody in the government assassinated him. He's just saying that Lee Harvey Oswald wasn't alone in his adventures. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I fully support that too. I believe that's the case. I don't believe it was a one-man deal, because to take out a key person like that, you're going to have contingencies in place to make sure it gets done. I mean, if something happens to make it, say Lee Harvey Oswald was up there where they said in the book spot depository or whatever shooting, you had to have people in different locations where if something happened where he got found or something blocked his view or whatever, you had to have other people in place to carry out the task in case he couldn't, right?
Yeah, I actually went through or listened to it's like 27 episodes of a podcast about that whole thing by it's a lawyer, Matt Crumpton, Solving JFK.
Yeah,
really interesting. And the more it's done exactly like, not just taking excerpts from books and hearsay and stuff like that. It's going back through the records, talking with most of the people that were in on that are dead now, but actually going through their testimony and stuff like that, and witness testimony that wasn't put into the final report. And their takeaway was there were a lot of Secret Service agents hanging around that weren't supposed to be there that day.
Well,
if that would give you any indication,
Did they talk about not like I think it was 9 of them that went out and got drunk the night before and were, come dragging in at like 4:30 in the morning, and they had to be at work at 5?
Nah, they were just talking more about the fact that witnesses had people come up to them, tell them, hey, you need to get out of the way by people that said they were Secret Service agents, especially over there where the grassy knoll used to be, up in a couple different buildings that were not Secret Service agents.
I can believe that.
My theory on it is, I don't know. Yeah, I think Lee Harvey Oswald was possibly one of the triggermen, but I think that LBJ had him killed because if you just followed the money, Kennedy was going to stop the Vietnam War, us from getting in it. And LBJ's family, or his wife's family, was big. They had a government contract with Huey helicopters. They manufactured them. And the most shot down and used, piece of aircraft was a Huey helicopter in Vietnam. So they made billions probably off that. You just follow the money. So that's my theory on it. But, you know, I mean, it's not so much who killed it. Okay, well, you know, I think LBJ was the driving force with that.
And that could be. I mean, there was definitely somebody facilitated that. Somebody within our own government, I believe.
Well, see,
within our own country.
I'm reading right here. There was 3 shots fired, 2 struck. Okay. Then I'm also reading here where it's saying that, and this is just going by entry exit wounds. And let me tell y'all where I'm reading this on. It's archives.gov. Okay. So it's an official site.
Okay.
It's saying that is a possibility that one of the shots may have been fired from what is called the grassy knoll area.
Right.
So let me get back to where it's at. Yeah, one bullet hit the president near the base of the back of his neck, slightly to the right of his spine, and exited from the front of his neck. The other entered the right rear of the president's head and exited from the right side of his head, causing a large wound, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in conclusion, neither the members of Warren Commission nor its staff nor the doctors who had performed the autopsy took advantage of the x-rays and photographs of the president that were taken during the course of the autopsy.
Well, the autopsy was done, if I'm not mistaken, and see, in the state of Texas, if a murder happens, they automatically have to do an autopsy. And they did not perform the autopsy in Texas. I think that was performed in Washington, D.C. I mean, they came in and got JFK's body essentially like he arrived at the hospital and literally went out the back door.
Yeah, they had independent medical experts to determine and the findings at Parkland and Bethesda. So it says a determination of the number of location of the president's wounds was critical in resolving the question whether there was more than one assassin.
Well, you know, it like I said, it only stands to reason there was more than one there. If any of you ever remember the footage of him getting shot, you see the 2 impacts. If you think about it.
Yeah.
You see the 2 impacts, and I think you hear the shots. But you definitely see 2 impacts because I remember as a kid seeing it, and the first impact, the one that caught him in the neck, you don't so much see. I mean, you see him get hit, but it's not as obvious as when he gets hit in the head. But you see both impacts on the video.
Well, I gotta kind of shift gears here for a second. Since we're talking about, you know, assassinations, you know, and all that, the government, I think, did tell us the truth about Lincoln. You know, I think Booth back, you know, essentially by himself when he assassinated the president, and then through his connections with the Knights of the Golden Circle, you know, got out of Washington, D.C., kind of got on the run, and then was found in a barn and killed and all that. We can agree on that.
Wait, what was it now? One more again.
James Wilkes Booth killed Lincoln.
Okay.
Right.
You know, and we can agree that the government, for the most part, told us probably the truth.
Well, yeah, you didn't have CNN then.
Okay, and then McKinley. I don't know anything about that assassination. I just know.
Yeah, but I think we can err on the side of caution there and say that was probably truthful as well. That was back when the media actually worked for the people and not the government.
Okay, and then let's see. I think no, he wasn't running for. He wasn't governor. I think he was running for governor in New York. I think when he got shot, that was Roosevelt, and then That was Teddy Roosevelt, by the way. And then he actually, he was campaigning, and that guy shot him in the chest. He got up, finished his speech, and then went to the hospital. And then let's see. I don't think he was president yet, or he was either governor or something. And then, so probably about the 1940s is when they started fucking lying to us.
I would say, well, yeah, I guess, because they were having to present the war in a way everybody would support it.
Well, and we'll talk about Oswald. So he fired 3 shots, 2 hit, right? Is what they're claiming.
Right.
And
he was Italian bolt action rifle.
It was a 6x5 by 52 millimeter Caracana Model 38 infantry rifle. So
but it had been refitted though, and had a magazine or something deal put on it, so it had a fixed mag, and I think his had been done where the mag was like removable.
Yeah, they're normally clip fed. You throw your clip in there, but he and I say clip because it was actually a runner rail clip, right? So what they came with originally. So that the effective firing range of that weapon is 1,100 yards. Now he shot at 266 feet at a moving target.
That's not bad.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
But a moving target in a crowded area. I don't even think he had a scope. I don't even think it was scope. I can't remember the last time I read it, but
I don't think he had a scope
on it. He had
Did
a scope. Yeah, he had a scope on it.
Okay. But even so, if it's a bolt action weapon,
we racked 3 rounds in there at a target moving at 266 feet.
see, that in itself, if you watch Kennedy getting shot,
They're back to back.
right? There's no way that could have that fire. There's no.
And stay on target.
Yeah, no. That wasn't a fucking T-1000 shooting at him. I mean, I don't know. I mean, everyone here has fired a bolt action weapon, and that first shot, especially if you're scoped in and sitting there waiting, yeah, you're gonna get a good hit. But if you're going to rack another round and send it downrange right behind that one, there wasn't enough time. In my opinion, but what do I know? I'm just dumb redneck.
Back to our point though, why would we trust the government? Because the government lies to you all the damn time. Won't tell you the truth.
I don't trust them.
Just saying. That's my opinion. I'm not going to speak for y'all, but I've asked y'all if you trust someone that would lie to you.
Well, up until the coup, I figured you could wade through the bullshit of the government and figure it out. But when the coup hit, that kind of sealed the deal for me. And now, the only person I trust is me and a select few other people. That's it.
Guys, we're talking about a now you think about your modern day scopes, right?
Yeah.
So this man had a 4-time Hollywood brand scope on there. 4-time now. That's the size of the scopes that come on your modern day pellet rifle.
I was going to say it's like a Daisy.
Or 20.
Yeah.
Really, really small. And
Yeah.
it didn't have an option for zoom or anything like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We're talking about a scope that's as big around as a nickel.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Something stinks in Denmark with this one. I don't. This dude wasn't like some special forces badass or something. That's not what we're talking about. This wasn't a Chris Kyle clone that was shooting at the president. And I have a hard time believing that he was able to rack 3 rounds consecutively and send them all down range that close together that quickly.
And that's a side mount scope too, by the way. And those of you that know what I'm talking about, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Things that make you scratch your head.
Yeah.
But why is it still classified?
Good question.
Everybody's dead that has anything to do with it. So why is it still classified?
There's names and things that are not redacted that tell a different story, bro.
Exactly. So I mean, by not telling us, you're telling us.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of telling us and not telling us, today I do believe that Hunter Biden did tell us that that laptop is real and everything on it is 100%.
Okay.
We already knew that shit.
Yeah, we did, but he confirmed it today, in my opinion.
Okay.
He's suing Rudy Giuliani for that laptop, over that laptop and its contents, for him releasing it.
He can't do that. He left it at that store. Therefore, it and its entireties became property of that repair shop.
Mm-hmm.
He is suing over digital rights, and that's the grounds for it. It's saying that Rudy Giuliani, outed his personal business and all that. And I'm like, okay, so he just admitted that that laptop and everything on it is 100% accurate and real.
Okay, well, here's the thing. If he can sue him over digital information, then why can't we sue Apple, Android, Verizon, all of them for digital information?
That's a good question. I'm just waiting to see if this thing will actually hold water. I'm wanting Giuliani.
Hunter Biden can eat a Skittle dick.
Giuliani get him in there and get discovery off this, and then pretty much go, all right, now we're going to release the discovery to the public to read. Because
well, the thing is,
Giuliani's not going to get him in there and not ask him questions about the laptop and things that are on the laptop that only Hunter Biden would know.
We've had a lot of conspiracy theories brought up on this channel, and I would easily say 95% of them came true. So therefore, they're no longer conspiracy theories. We're just waiting on the rest of them to be confirmed, right?
Yeah, so we can find some new ones.
I mean, I know my theory with the cocaine in the White House is stretching it right now, but I'm just trying to get an answer, man.
Well, it's not far-fetched.
No, anything could be going down the White House now. I mean, look at what they've got going in and out the front door, between the press secretary to the energy secretary to the president when he's not checked out. I mean,
speaking of some shady shit, let me go ahead and mention some shady shit. Okay, so I mentioned on the last live that the fuel taxes got taken away in our state. Okay, so I go by this damn gas station on the way to work, and the price was down. Come back, buy this same one, and I happen to need to stop and get gas, and I pull it. I'm like, hey, I thought the taxes was gone. They was like, oh yeah, but we got a new truck in today, and the fuel prices went up like 40%. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
So they took 32 cents off and added 45. I'm like, holy shit. Really?
Yeah. I noticed that here. Yeah, I hardly going down anywhere, but now I can go outside of my area, like to the next town over, and it's 25% less a gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because of demographics. And I'm on, at least in my area, I can't speak for everywhere, but what I found is the gas will be higher when the demographics are a certain makeup. Now, everybody here can work that shit out on their own. I'm not going to give you the crayons to do it for you. But if
do I have to use a red crayon or a blue one?
dealer's choice.
Depends on what flavor you like.
Yeah. So, depending on the demographics,
Don't eat flesh.
if it's a certain demographic, they're less apt. That demographic is less apt to bitch and moan and go look somewhere else for fuel. Okay?
Well, I mean, who gives a shit when it's government funded anyway?
Hey T, all I've got is a purple crayon.
Well, dude, I don't want to tell you. Run up to Walgreens, get some new ones. I don't know.
We don't have a Walgreens here.
Okay, CVS, Rite Aid, Publix. I don't know, dude. The big lots. Somebody will have them.
Ollie's.
Yeah, always. Get some of them cheap ass Chinese crayons with the lead in them.
That's right. Oh,
But yeah, it's about demographics with the fuel, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Vanguard is fucking ridiculous. The fuel prices didn't go up. This is all again another psyop, and we allow it to happen. If you want the fucking fuel prices to go down, stop going to the fucking convenience stores, these fucking gas stations. When you go to QT, don't go in there and buy you 2 fucking hot dogs and a fucking 3 monsters to chase it with. Get your gas and fucking leave. Because they make the profit not off the fuel, off all the shit in the house, in the building.
that's true.
If you stop going there and buying all the shit, they're going to have to figure out what's wrong. And that's how you do it. Because the fuel's not going to go down unless you make it go down. Because they don't figure out the American people will pay whatever they want. They keep testing us and getting us to accept a higher price. And look where it is now. 10 years ago, if it had been fucking $2, $2.50 a gallon or $3 a gallon, there have been fucking riots.
Yeah, it was that high 10 years ago.
Briefly, it was. But I'm saying this is an ongoing thing. It's been this way for years.
Remember my theory about that I said one time on here about they raise the fuel prices up. People start bitching. They keep going.
Yeah.
Leave it there for a little bit and then pull back to a certain point and stop.
Yeah.
That's
a
what they're
psyop.
doing.
It's a psyop. That's all it is. It's to get people to become complacent, just like with every fucking thing else. Because we as people have the shortest fucking attention spans. We're like a bunch of gnats. And all of us have ADD or some shit because none of us seem to fucking remember anything.
Well, I mean, it's real simple. Let's talk about the COVID, right? The pandemic. So they took all this shit away from people, right? Okay, you can't do this. You can't do this. I mean, they just took a lot back and then just gave a little back to us. But nobody remembers what we had before that.
That's right.
So those of you that may have forgotten, I hadn't forgotten. I remember when it first started, you can't be out past 6 o'clock. You can't be in town. You can't be riding around. All this crazy shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, well, if you're an essential worker, which I fell under that category, fuck, right? So I couldn't stay home and get that government money, that boosted unemployment.
Couldn't get that government cheese.
Yeah, so anyway, and then we got these letters handed to us, right, saying we're essential, put this in your car, and you can freely travel.
Uh-huh.
So apparently everybody was at risk except for those that needed to be somewhere, right?
Uh-huh.
And a small business did not fall into that category, by the way.
Unless you were a hairdresser in San Francisco.
Right. But what I did find out is if you work for some sort of federal entity, right, or state-funded entity, you were an essential worker. Everybody else, no, yo.
Yep.
So I guess it's kind of falling in line, right? So gas, let's say gas gets up to tomorrow. Let's say it goes up $3, right? And we're like, holy shit, it's fucking $6-something a gallon, blah, blah, blah. And a week later, they drop it by $1.50, and we're like, oh, thank God. But what we don't realize is it went up $4.50 from what it was 2 weeks ago.
goes
That's
up that
it.
high, I'm just letting y'all know right now. T, please don't shoot me. I'm coming and siphoning that shit out of T's gas tank.
No, you're not.
Good luck.
It ain't happening. Trust me, I know.
No, you're not.
The power
That was a
tool
bad
will be
day.
used and he will hear.
Oh,
Like I said,
I got two
T,
German
please don't
shepherds
shoot
that
me.
love to come out the front door.
You know, please don't shoot me. That's all I ask.
Oh no,
I want to shoot you. I just opened the door and let the dogs do the talking.
I ain't even got to open the door. I got a dog that self-proclaimed herself as a yard dog. Kind of weird. She used to come inside, and kennel.
Yeah.
Each time it got harder to get her to come in. Got harder and harder, and then finally, no, she ain't coming.
Hey man, did your dog want that white powder too, or
No.
okay?
And
All
she
right,
hadn't bit anybody that didn't need it.
Yeah, I can say mine the same way. They've never bit anybody unless they need to be bit.
Now, if I tell her you a bit ass, I'm just saying. Just don't come in the yard and say, "Who's a good dog?" Because that's the bite command.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think we've had a good run so far this evening.
Yeah, bunch of LARPers.
Hey, don't be knocking until you try it. Everybody needs a foam sword to beat each other up with.
They got foam bow and arrows now.
I know.
Like
Big
hit
horde.
bow and arrows, or like real full size bow and arrows?
No, it's a full-size bow and arrow, but the arrow has a big-ass foam ball on the end of it instead of a damn broadhead.
Okay.
And I've seen some, some of the videos that laugh you lose videos. Man, I've seen some people get whopped by them damn things, man. I'm like, shit, they gonna put a damn eye out. Then they can identify as a cyclops.
Hey, I got I was at a gun show and got my granddaughter a bow and arrow set. Had a quiver and everything. Wooden bow, leather quiver, had arrows with wooden arrows with feathers on them and everything. But I want to say the tips were like rigid leather or something. They weren't going to hurt you if they hit you. Of course, the bow's not, got 10 pounds of draw strength in it, so it's not going to hurt you if you get hit with it. But that's one thing, getting something like that for a kid. But I don't understand the fascination of running around with a full-size foam bow and arrow and getting after it.
I don't know, man. I got other shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I totally agree, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, yeah.
J&J, I get it. I totally do. I think everybody here gets it. Everybody here feels the drain from this insanity. It's daunting.
I want to give a warning out before we close out this live. I want to give a warning out that if somebody is brave enough to come running up to me and shoot me with a fucking foam arrow, I'm not going to be throwing foam hands. I'm just saying.
You're gonna give him a hug? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I ain't no.
What he's trying to say is that if he doesn't beat you to death, you're probably going to need to make an emergency proctologist appointment to get that arrow taken out of your ass surgically.
Yeah, you're going to be LARPing at the fucking emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you LARP at the emergency room? Oh, you want to be a doctor. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to be performing surgery and plastic surgery with blunt objects.
Oh, sometimes you need to. I know we had talked about, me and you, Vanguard, talked briefly about the digital currency. And I'd seen this on another, I don't remember where I saw it. This isn't my epiphany. But I saw it somewhere. I just wanted to kind of share it with everybody if they haven't thought about this. I know the latest generation, they're all about digital currency. They think, oh, yeah, it's convenient. It's great. We don't have to do this, that, or the other. And they're too dim to understand that you give away complete freedom of being who you are and being able to do things once you allow the government to completely control your wealth. I'm not saying that you should be driven by wealth, but I'm saying you have to have money in this society to function and exist and provide. It's just how it is. Okay? That being said, think about this. And this is going to explain why the banks are so much in favor of this shit too. Those of you who are old enough to think back, I don't know, 30 years ago, you had to pay for your checking account. There was a fee.
Yep.
Wasn't free checking. And depending on the kind of account would determine how much your fee was a month. The banks were always nickel and diming you for everything. If you had an ATM fee for every time you use the ATM card, everything. They're always nickel and diming you to make that money. Well, it got so competitive, they had to start competing with the credit unions and different things. And they started off with free checking these different things to entice you to have your account with them, because basically they want to take your money and fucking loan it to everybody else and never loan you any. That's how it generally works. Unless, of course, you have one of those turbans or your last name is Quintifa or whatever. If you're the right person, they'll give you money, but they're not going to give it to us. Just saying. Or if you're trying to open
I have a question. How do you become the right person?
You either have to change your plumbing and become a registered Democrat, or you have to leave the country and then sneak back in as somebody else. Well, walk back in. You don't really have to sneak. Just be able to swim.
I can't swim.
I can't help you, dude. Get somebody through in the back and drag your ass across. I don't know what to tell you.
We joking about that, but isn't that a crazy fact that you can denounce your fucking citizenship, go to another country, and come back with more rights?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Think about this. That's a good point, Vanguard. We could all say, fuck you. We're going to go join the nation of Uba Luga Juga. All right? We're going to go to their embassy. Go there, all right? We're going to cart our ass to fucking Juarez. All right? And come back across the motherfucking border and claim to be dissidents from Uba Juga Wuga whatever. All right? And they're going to hook us the fuck up. Think this through.
Oh, God.
So how do we come back in again?
All you got to do is go to the Uba Juga Wuga embassy. Fucking
embassy, okay.
Go there.
I'm
Fill
dead.
out the paperwork. When that shit comes through, denounce that you're American. Cart your ass back to Juarez. All right?
We already got a
Stand in
problem.
line with the rest of the damn people from China and fucking.
You lost me at denounce that I'm, American. I don't think I can say those words out loud.
You don't have to
Can I write
denounce
them
it.
down?
Just leave your wallet at the 7-Eleven.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let somebody go buy them some beer and leave your shit with them. Okay, but hear me out. You go to Juarez. You go stand in line with all them fuckers from North Korea, China, fucking Uzbekistan, or wherever that all happen to be in Mexico trying to get in the country because they want to live here. Just stand in line with one of them.
Do I have to stand in line with them because I may not
Hear
like
me
them?
out. Quit asking too many damn questions. You want me to give you the cliff notes? I'm trying to. And you step across the border. They hand you your Obama phone, your little gift bag, they give you when you tell them you're going to be a Democrat. You get all that shit, and you're good to go. And just tell them you're seeking asylum from Uba Juga Booga Wooga. You don't got to have fucking ID.
Wouldn't it just work better to fly to Mexico?
No. We don't need any flight records. I'm telling you, man, you're making it too fucking difficult. My way, you leave here, you go there, you come back across, and you're set. I mean, they'll even relocate your ass to a predominantly red state to fuck it up.
I got my name already.
Why would I fuck it up? Want to fuck it up, dude? I mean, if I go to a predominantly red state, I'm keeping that motherfucker red.
Okay, but they don't know that. You don't tell them. Okay, they think you're going to become a cog in their fucked up machine. That's how you get all the perks.
Oh,
You end up
I
with a
got
Circle
it now.
K, a couple cleaners, and a member of the DNC.
Okay, all right, this is making sense. The light bulb went off. Thank you.
There
I don't
you
have to
go.
swim. I don't have to swim.
That's all you got to do.
All right.
That's all you got to do.
So go to the Uberlute embassy, tell them that I'm being persecuted here, get out, and then go to the embassy there and tell them that they're persecuting me. I need safety at the U.S. embassy, and then come back.
No, you see, you're fucking it up again. You're fucking it up again. You got, in order for you to utilize everything that is put there for you by this current administration, you can't be an American. All right?
Okay.
T, you see my name? I got my name picked out.
Nice.
I don't want to be hose A. I want to be hose B.
Hey,
Hose
whatever
B
works,
Chang.
brother.
Hose B Chang. So I can come in, not pay any fucking taxes, get free medical care, and I get to go work at a test lab.
Dude, they'll hook you up with a convenience store if you do it right. Think all the shit you can do with a convenience store. I mean, you basically have, if they give you a business, you can do whatever you want with that business. You follow what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
There you go. But anyways, I'm sorry. I digress. I got off in the weeds.
I like it.
Let's go back to digital currency. All right. So anyways, they made the fees. Well, it got to the point where they couldn't make the same fees because there was too much competition. So they had to kind of roll that shit back. And they haven't been able to make money on interest until recently because we were actually doing decent. They weren't making the money they used to on interest either. Well, by them going to digital, it gives them an entirely new revenue stream. Because think about this. When you go and you got $50 in your hand and you go in and say Home Depot and you spend that $50, right? That $50 then goes from there. They deposit it. Or no, let's say that $50 is change to somebody behind you, all right? So now that person's got that $50. They go to, I don't know, Five Guys, get a burger and some fries. So $50 gets there. And then that $50 gets handed out as change to somebody else. And that $50 and so on and so forth. That $50 keeps reoccurring or getting broke down and, redistributed throughout North America at some point. If you go to digital, okay, and you go and you spend that $50 at Home Depot, you do it on a card. All right? $50 taken off that card. Bank gets a fee, right? Immediately they get a processing fee for running that card. Okay? Then that money goes into an account, and every time that money changes somewhere else or pays somewhere else or is processed somewhere else, there's another fee. Each and every time that money changes hands, there's a fee. Take that through. I think if they do that for everyone.
Yeah, it's a great money making
Yeah.
scheme for the banks.
The banks, it will prop the banks up. They want that because, and check this out, if it's all digital, they haven't got to worry about you coming and saying, I want all my money. They ain't got to worry about that because they don't have to produce it. I mean, they already limit you on how much cash you can get. So think that shit through. I mean, digital currency is a bad idea. Really bad. And it's because our society's gotten so fucking lazy. And I'll tell you what helped make it lazy was the coof. Oh, you don't want to handle money, you might get the coof off of it. If you don't lick fucking doorknobs and you wash your damn hands, guess what? You won't get it, more than likely. Act like you got some fucking common sense and don't go do dumb shit. I'm not saying that you won't catch it. So YouTube, don't try to get me for fucking misinformation. I'm not a fucking doctor. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you use some fucking basic common sense, guess what? You won't fucking catch it. In my opinion. My opinion. Right here. Okay? I strongly say 3 things. Don't eat ass. I ain't going to agree with that.
You don't go ass to mouth either.
Don't lick no fucking doorknobs. And wash your fucking hands. Do those 3 things. 2 of which you should already fucking, well, all 3 of them I'll be fucking wired in hard. If you're not doing one of those 3 things, you know, you kind of brought it on yourself.
Man, he done got his blood pressure up and went off.
Yeah, he did. I'm done, damn it.
Okay, somebody take the keys away from Grandpa.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. I had an audience asking questions. All right, I'm back. But anyways, yeah, the when the coup hit, think of how many places didn't want cash.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you tried to hand them money, and they looked at you like you were trying to, you know.
Well, you remember my damn chocolate chip bakery story that time?
Yeah.
I was sitting out there, and I wanted to go in there and get me some of these good smelling cookies, and fuckers wouldn't take no cash.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they want that card though.
Oh yeah.
I go to a lot of places. I've actually been in some places. I'm trying to think where I was at that looked at me kind of crazy when I had cash. I know a lot of your restaurants now, they just want you to use them stupid fucking kiosk things that are sitting on your table. Like I know Chili's is bad about it. There's some other places are that way too. It's like a little iPad.
Yeah.
And
you already don't have enough room on your table for shit.
I just like I want to throw that son bitch across the table because I don't want to put them away.
Then they want to put a 60-inch fucking flat screen on the end of the table now.
There you go. Loaded down with fucking video games, you little rugrats want to, spend $30 on there playing Frogger. And it's like,
oh, I love Frogger.
Okay, but when I was growing up and you went to a restaurant, you didn't have to be fucking entertained. You sat there and behaved, right?
Or you got a spanking, yeah.
I mean, but now if a kid don't come in with a fucking smartphone or a watch or a fucking Nintendo Go or some shit, I mean, somebody's coming and fucking glued. And it's like the parents are like, well, I don't do with them. There's nothing to occupy. Fucking be a parent. Wake the fuck up. You brought them into this world. Teach them some shit. Damn.
Everyone can do that because I don't know if you've ever been to a Waffle House after midnight.
Not sober.
Look, don't be knocking Waffle House. That's like hollow ground, dude.
Man.
Just pointing out the obvious here.
I used to prefer to hit the Waffle House late at night because that was 2 things. One, I used to hit. There was 2 good reasons why I hit that time. 1, all the fucktards came in there and you got to laugh at them. And 2, the city PD right there in that town, they were all in there eating with you.
Oh, Patty Melt.
So
yeah,
you got to get
crap.
No, dude. If you're fucked up and you roll up in a damn Waffle House at 1:30 in the morning acting a fucking fool and the police there, that's on you. Okay. If you didn't figure it out when you saw the 6 police cruisers parked in the fucking parking lot, And 2, when you walked in and saw the motherfucker sitting there looking at you like, what the fuck? There's your sign. If you proceeded to come in that establishment and act like you were losing your shit, it's on you. And my ass is going to be sitting over in the booth next to the motherfuckers laughing. You're
out,
curb stomping your ass for doing something dumb, like throwing a shoe at the fucking cook or something.
Patty milk.
I've never thrown a shoe at the cook. It was at the waiter.
Dude,
Better correct yourself on that night, T.
Hey,
patty melts are good.
hey, I've seen video of them fighting in the ones around me and Zach's, man.
Yeah.
Getting shot at. We have some good fucking Waffle Houses up here, buddy.
That's where that video came from. Can I get a waffle?
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, I love their patty melt on toast with some hash browns with a side of cigarette ashes. I love it. I love it.
That way, it makes it where it's not so gray. You know? It's not bland if you put the cigarette, especially if it's like
That's a secret seasoning, man. Cigarette ash.
yeah, especially if it's a Newport. Oh yeah.
Do you really know if it's pepper or cigarette ash?
Right? Or dander, one of the two.
Why is this spicy?
That's the best shit, bro.
Why is it so spicy?
That's the best
But
stuff.
taquitos at Whataburger, 2:00 in the morning. Oh yeah.
See, we don't have Whataburger. Well, they've got one here now, don't we?
Yeah, we got one.
Aren't they opening one closer to us?
I think but about 2 miles here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, eventually.
I'll have to check them out.
Oh, they're good.
But Waffle House has a special place in my heart. Now, I can't eat there a lot because you'll be reading my obituary. So I have to kind of
Salt
Taste
mystery
myself.
meat.
I have introduced my granddaughter to it, and she's a big fan. Waffle and hash browns, she's good with that. She can go with that every time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I swear they use that government cheese. They got that shit stored somewhere.
I had that same problem about, had to be careful going to eat there and stuff. Doctor told me all that. So you know what I did? I went and found a new doctor.
well, I kind of like my doctor, so
Order takeout.
yeah.
Ooh,
Quit
soggy
eating there.
waffles.
Okay. I'll
Hey, my
order.
doctor's fine. She doesn't really care what I eat as long as I keep where I'm at. As long as my numbers aren't all fucked up, I can eat whatever the hell I want. So,
When they crack your chest open, that is kind of a painful surgery. I know for a fact that this is from personal experience talking here, not just something I watched my dad go through or anything. And it sucks. That does suck, but just find you a new fucking doctor. Trust me. It's a lot easier than, but then you're going to be in my boat where you're getting your chest cracked.
well, I'll just find a happy medium. I'll eat things in moderation. That way I can live a little bit longer and piss people off.
There you go.
I feel like there's still people out there I need to piss off. I feel like I haven't reached my quota yet.
Well, I mean, you still got the nursing home. We're going to put you in the state-funded one where you can piss people off there daily.
Yeah, but that's a ways off. I gotta get dementia first.
Well, that's only 3 or 4 years.
Well, judging by my family history, it may skip me and hit my kids, which they're gonna really appreciate that. But I mean, we'll just have to see. I'm gonna have to run the gambit and see what the good Lord's got in store for me. But until that happens, I got shit to do. I feel like I got some things to accomplish.
So, you want to exercise the First Amendment, freedom of speech, right?
I guess.
And because there's a reason I'm asking that. Hate speech.
Killing me.
Oh, some wise ass decided to send me a picture of a fucking wheelchair. Really? Really?
I bet I can guess who that was.
Just
It
damn.
wasn't me because I don't, I didn't take a picture of my chair and send it to him. But I will now.
Well, like I said, I got a lot of shit to do and a lot of people to piss off. And, I figure I still got me 20 good years before I have to start watching it. So, yeah. I hope.
That sounds squishy as shit, whatever it is.
That right there?
Yes.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
That's a pill bottle. I'm actually taking my blood pressure pills
Okay.
right now.
And that sounded like somebody had a baggie explode.
Or a butt baby or something.
Ooh.
That would have been more like.
It reminded me of how many of you remember the movie? I don't remember if it was John Carpenter or Stephen King. It was
Scanners?
No. It was the movie where it had them all on vacation. A bunch of dudes were in. It was cold. It was snowing, and some aliens had crashed or some shit. Or
The Thing?
Huh?
The Thing?
No, not the
No.
Thing. This happened here, not in Antarctica.
No.
And
Was this movie in color or black and white?
it was in color. This isn't none of that fucking Forbidden Planet shit. It had Morgan Freeman as the commander. And anyways, if you
Was
got
this the one where he was the president?
No, he was a military commander. They all wore blue. Can't remember of it now. It was Dreamcatcher.
Oh God.
That's what it was.
Shawshank.
No, it was Dreamcatcher. That was the name of the movie.
No.
But anyways, if
Name
you got
for
the
random
fungus,
Morgan Freeman movies.
you got these damn weasels that came at you behind. And they sounded like that.
But
The weasels eat your ass up. They got loose. They infect everybody and kill them.
Oh Lord, I got the butt weasels.
I'm serious, dude. It was some bad shit, buddy. Woo. That's some bad news. You got butt weasel, you're done. That's what whatever he was rattling, that's what it sounded like a damn butt weasel getting loose in the toilet.
Oh God.
Amazing the shit you just happen to remember, right?
Right. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I just can't believe I was actually taking my blood pressure pills after we had that discussion because I was sitting there and you were talking. And I was like, you know what? I need to take my blood pressure medication probably. I hadn't taken it today.
okay, well, to each their own.
To
each their own. Well, Vanguard, you ready to wrap it up, brother?
Yeah, I guess we'll pedal cash, yo ho, yo am dad.
Yes, sir.
You're up.
Or is it ma'am or what? How do you answer that question? I mean,
I don't know. Pedal cash, yo ham dad.
I don't catch your hand.
All right. So, what do you want me to do again?
Closing statements.
Closing statements. All right. How much time do I have?
As long as you need.
Really? So I can read the whole Constitution?
Jeez.
And I'm a really slow reader, by the way.
The original one or the new one?
The original.
Oof. Because the new one just says you're all fucked.
I mean, like I said, I'm a really slow reader, so I might have to get Saxman to kind of maybe, I don't know, read, like tell me what the word is so I can get it right.
Sound out the vowels.
Yeah. Good. Hey, man, it's like good public school high school education I got, like a year or two ago. But don't worry, I learned to read my senior year on my second senior year, or third maybe, I can't remember. Counting was another one. But on a serious note, guys, watch your sticks. Don't trust the fucking government. Trust me, they lie to you constantly. And my question is, why? Just tell us the truth. I mean, yeah, there's some things we probably don't need to know, like classified shit, like, technology. But if something happened, like, for example, JFK got killed, just tell us what happened. Just tell us the fucking truth. That's all we ask. And I mean, for some reason, that's too much to ask as an American from our government. So, pass.
Oh, did he say pass? My bad. Sax man, what's up, man?
Oh Lord. Yeah. So don't trust your government. Don't get butt weasels. And let's see. That's about all I got. Or I'm gonna be stepping on your MT's toes. So.
Do you think they have peanut butter in the White House anymore?
It's marshmallow cream now, man.
All right.
Marshmallow fluff.
Oh, fucking A. Just damn.
Fuck.
Somebody take Grandpa
Shit like
P's
that.
way. He's over there cussing.
Dude,
like
you never had a peanut butter and marshmallow fluff sandwich?
No, I don't want one.
I'll bring one over there.
No, I don't want it. I'm not
bring
liking it. I'm not going to like it. No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's delicious.
Oh.
I've never had marshmallow puff, ever.
Really?
It's like this foamy byproduct of something that is like, no, I don't want that.
I mean, I synced it.
It's like cow slobber, but it's good.
It looks like the shit when you're out deep sea fishing, Vanguard, and you're going out in the bay and there's that damn stream of brown in the water with that fucking foam on the side of it. It looks like somebody bottled up some of that foam and sold it to you.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Sax man had me at cow slobber.
Can you give me another example, T, of what it looks like?
No, if that wasn't graphic enough, I can't help you.
Oh.
Just saying.
We still on you, Sax man.
Oh no, I'm done. I'm good.
He passed it to me.
Tag, you're it.
Gee, thanks. Like always, everyone, thank you for being here. We appreciate you taking the time to hear us rant. I hope maybe you learned something or at least enjoyed yourselves. Like always, despite where the government's telling you or whatever, don't trust yourself, okay? Embrace that. Embrace your knowledge. Embrace what your gut tells you is right. And understand that there may come a time and a place where, as I've said many times before, help's not coming. You are the help. So you need to be prepared to be in that role for you, your family, your loved ones, because it may come down to that. That being said, if you're not strapped, get strapped. Keep your head on a swivel, and we'll see you next time.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. You know my normal spiel. Family first. Make sure y'all get out there and make a difference with your family. Get involved. Like these guys said, don't trust the government. I mean, if they could be trusted, we wouldn't be here talking about all this shit right now. Right? We're out doing something else. But I do prefer to be here. We actually enjoy doing this, and we enjoy when more people get on here. So Thursday, those of you that would like to partake in our event, please jump on here. The more the merrier. All right. And I got something I'm going to say to the government. I'm going to say that this can weigh up things. I'm going to say it like this. Cabrón que te metes por el culo pinga.
Can you say that 3 times fast?
Yeah, I can. I can say it faster, but I wanted to say it slower. That way, when they look at this shit, it'll put the words on the bottom. So,
Great.
You don't even want to know. Y'all look it up.
I'm sorry, but I don't speak Chinese.
Yeah, me either. But anyway, thank y'all for coming by. T, Moose, Sax, man, as always, I appreciate it, fellas. Those of you out there in the chat, make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Share subscribe. Those of you that are out there lurking, I did see one person pop up here and put a letter in there that said M. Maybe we'll get the second letter next week. Next live. Well, anyway, appreciate everybody. Y'all take care. Have a good night. Be safe.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Night.